Welcome to part 1 of PoLaRiS. Let's play Socom 3. While everybody's playing Black Ops 2, I'm going to be playing other games, so I'm pretty much done with it. Yeah, dude, this was probably my favorite online game. Shooter wise, yeah, like this game to me was like my Call of Duty 4. Like Call of Duty is to everybody else. Call of Duty 4 was like their first Call of Duty, and it was like the best game ever, and no game can ever touch that. But really, Call of Duty 4 wasn't even my first Call of Duty. I was playing Finest Hour back when, you know, Call of Duty was sucking ass. Well, it didn't suck on the PC. It just, the first fucking console version that came out, like, really sucked ass. But yeah, so Socom 3, probably my favorite out of all the Socoms. I've had people claim up and down it's my favorite because it was my first Socom, and that would be incorrect because Socom 1 was my first game I got for the PlayStation 2. So I don't understand how they get that, but haters are going to hate anyway. But yeah, like, if you guys have never played this before, I suggest you go out to your local game store and get a copy, because this game, I think, you know, there might have been games before it that had attachments, you know, games had like scopes in it, but this game for me was the first game that you can like literally customize your gun, which was really cool, because before, like I said, all what you had was like scopes and silencers that were built into the gun, or you selected them that way. But this game, you could customize the crap like you can in real life. I mean, in real life you could add all kinds of things, but you know, this was the first game. And hell, man, if they came out with, you know, like Zipper closed down their studios, but I'm saying, like, if they came out with some other developer picked up the Socom title to make it, and if they made another game just like this, a lot like this, you know, no bullshit. I mean, look at the graphics, for God's sakes. I think these graphics are still good, but you know, that's because I'm old, so they look good to me. Like, I guess somebody young playing this, they won't think they look very good. But I think that if they like brought this game back and released it in HD on the PS3, or they made a game like this, it'd be fun to play. I would definitely go to it. You know, I'm pretty much done with Call of Duty multiplayer until like they go back to their roots, because I'm not really interested. You know, I really lost my interest in Call of Duty multiplayer back in Modern Warfare 3. Like, after the first week, I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm going back to Black Ops. That's Black Ops 1. That's probably one of my favorite Call of Duties to ever come out. That and what was that other one on PS2? Big Red 1. That was an awesome game, but that online was all slapped together and it lagged like a bitch. But if when it worked perfect, I mean, it was a really fun game. But I think that was the year PlayStation 3 came out. I don't know. No, That was the same year this game came out. That's why nobody was playing it. Socom 3 and Call of Duty Big Red 1 were the two big games. And this game was so much fun. People weren't playing Big Red 1, and it was the other way around too. There were guys that I played with on other games that they had so much fun on Big Red 1 they didn't play this. But I played this game from online from 2005, like November 2005, all the way to, I want to say, May 2008. So I almost played this game for 3 years straight. I mean, that's probably the longest I ever played a game online. I was in a lot of clans. I even had a couple of my own, but I'm done with clans. Never say never, but I want to keep my word and not go back to clans. It's just too much. It's just too much of a burden. Or maybe that's not the correct word. I can't think of the correct word. It's liability. That's the word. It's too much of like a liability. It's kind of like that. But it is fun playing solo. It's for me. It's a hell lot more fun to play single player, because single player there's a story versus online is pretty much the same fucking thing. The only story that goes online is with your clan. So playing solo by yourself online is just not really fun to me, because, you know, there's no story. You can't really look back and tell a story. A story is very important to me, good or bad. I want a story. So campaign, it has a story. You're fighting for something. I mean, obviously it's not real life, but you know, it's fun. I mean, could you imagine what it was like before video games? You know, all what they had was books. They had to read books and shit.
I'm looking for the sand
well,
lion.
that's the end of part 1. I will be seeing you later in part 2. Thanks for watching. Bye.